èèyàn mi ẹ káàbọ̀. Ó lágbára. Bàbá Mohbad, Lizzy ló pa ọmọ yín. Ṣé bẹ́ẹ̀ tí màmá wò ní tẹ́ ẹ̀ ní kọ lẹ́tà pé kí Lizzy stop láti máa fi òkú ọmọ yín ráre, ó fi ń create content. Bàbá Mohbad, ẹ lọ bá kóòtù pé kíkọ́ àjẹbẹ́tẹ́ ẹ̀ bá gborúkọ Mohbad lẹ́nu Lizzy bó ṣe máa fi jáwó fún ara ẹ̀ nìyẹn, kò kúkú ní fún yín kankan bẹ́ẹ̀. Kí ló dé náà? Kí ló dé náà? Mo tún rí fídíò tó ṣé ẹni tó ṣọmọbìnrin yìí ti sẹ́wọ̀n ni Solape ṣó o ti sán lórí ni gbogbo treatment náà dẹ̀ fún ẹ kò dẹ̀ sílé tó bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣiṣẹ́ náà. Ó ń pe bàbá Mohbad ó ní Ìyábọ̀ ló gba Mohbad. Azao, make it make sense. Àmọ́ pé o daft bọ́ ṣó tún wá daft tó lè ní Solape. Are you this daft? O wà ní nǹkan kan tó ń fi láìfọ ẹ ṣe. Everywhere you go on social media, you will just be seeing you ranting. Mo ti wọ̀ pé fídíò tí Queen Mother ṣe yẹn báyìí. 3 years from now, ní sinmi. Ní sinmi. Kò dárúkọ ẹ, kò bẹ́ẹ̀ wí, ìwọ ló kàn ń sunkún. See, una go cry blood. Una dey go ṣe kí ni? Iná yẹn máa jó yín, ó máa jó yín wọra ni. Ẹ jẹ́ ká update fún yín ẹ̀yẹ̀ yẹn. Only this is clear that there are claims, allegations being made by Lizzy on Ìyábọ̀, not established fact. It's an allegation. Ìwọ tó bá ń tẹ̀lé Lizzy, understand that gbogbo nǹkan tí Lizzy sọ kò hold the ground. There's no proof, there's no evidence. Bí pé kéèyàn kàn máa rojọ́. Ṣé mo tí ọmọdé bá ń rojọ́ tó bá fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ tó bá ń rojọ́ yẹn, nǹkan tí Lizzy kàn ṣe nìyẹn. Ṣé mo kọ́rọ̀ yẹn kì í make sense. These are not proven. Torí if Lizzy get evidence pé na Ìyábọ̀ pa Mohbad, why she no go court? It would have been easier for every one of you now. It would have been It would have been easier for every one of you to go to court. Very fast, These are just mere allegations. It is not proven. It cannot be proven. Ẹ sọ fún Lizzy, bring your evidence. Má tẹ̀ gbé evidence lọ court. Ibi tó jókòó sí yẹn náà. If you know that, okay, Ìyábọ̀ this, Ìyábọ̀ that, bring your evidence. When Lizzy is calling on Baba Mohbad to do everything possible to understand what happened to his son, Mohbad, she is urging him to conduct a thorough investigation and not rely solely on the Nigerian police, claiming that there are many things that have not yet been revealed. I don't understand. What are the things that have not been revealed? Mohbad went to, because I don't know. Mohbad went to a concert. It was high. It was the most high. He had an issue because he was tipsy. He was so angry, he punched the window of a car door. He was bleeding from that wound. He bled till when he got home. He thought it's a random this thing and he'll be fine. He doesn't like to go to hospital. He thought if he rest and his bandage, they gave him all the bandage and everything. Nothing happened. They didn't know that he was going. They called the nurse. The nurse was not around. The nurse came. The nurse gave him an injection because he was tipsy. The injection reacted to his body. And the nurse Abere, Abere gun ọmọ pa. Tí o mọ̀ pé before you inject anybody, mi mọ̀ ṣé o lọ kọ́ṣẹ́ nurse ni àbí because I don't understand. O lọ kọ́ ní ọ̀dọ̀ bí èèyàn tó bá ń kọ́ṣẹ́ tailor because I don't understand how you can inject somebody without first doing a thorough blood test. Normally téèyàn bá sick ẹ gbé lọ hospital. Ìwọ ní kó dá dúró díẹ̀. Ó dé alábẹ́rẹ́ kú, ogún ọmọ pa. O tún ní epipemi ìgbà tó mọ yẹn react sí injection yẹn. Wọ́n lè gbọ́ ọmọ wọn gbé lọ hospital. Tó máa dé hospital ọmọ jẹ wákè. Kí ni ti Wùmí? Kí ni ti passport lè yá mú bẹ́ẹ̀? Because I still don't understand. Kí ló rúyàn lójú ní kíní? Lẹ́yìn ìgbà yẹn o, ìjọba ṣe autopsy ẹlẹ́ẹ̀fẹ̀. A máa ṣe private autopsy. We collect witness. Witness go to VDM. That's why I like a witness. Witness go to VDM. Witness, everybody said there is no foul play in the pie of Mohbad. Wọ́n gun lọ́rùn, wọ́n tì lórí staircase àlewù mi ló wọnú ilé tó lọ gún Mohbad pa wọ́n pa Mohbad wájú ìyàwó ẹ̀ ní Ìyábọ̀ ló wọlé lọ tó lọ pa God. The people are sick. The land is sick. The people are sick when they reason from. ṣe ló dàbẹ̀ ní pé ìwọ ìdílé ti ń ronú. èèyàn tó jẹ́ class captain nìyẹn ní university. ìwọ tó class captain lòún jẹ́ ní university. ó jẹ́ class captain. There is literally nothing. Ó ní kí bàbá Mohbad lọ investigate what? When nǹkan tí mo sọ yìí ó wà ní gbogbo testimony wọn kò gbé fúnra because tó bá okay ṣebí the lawyers are in court. If there's any foul play, why can't bàbá Mohbad's lawyer point to where there is a foul play in the court of law? Wọ́n ló sọ fún àwọn Mohbad pé he should do everything possible to understand what happened to his son. She's urging him to conduct a thorough investigation. Ṣé bàbá Mohbad ló máa conduct investigation ni? Ṣé àti ìṣe autopsy ni? Autopsy 1, autopsy 2, àti Bukky tó fẹ́ wá gbé owó autopsy 3. Àwọn èèyàn sọ pé are you mad? Nínú justice for Mohbad, bàbá Mohbad ló ń ṣe tourism. Ojú wa ti rí o, bọ́dá Yomi ló ń bá àwọn ọmọ sọ. Ọlọ́run wa òbò tó ti sọnù sínú justice for Mohbad kò ṣe sọ ẹ bá ń kà lórí ẹni lórí ẹjì lórí ẹ̀ta gan o lọ kó justice for Mohbad kọ òbò justice délé. Lizzy is alleging that Iyabo Ojo was responsible for Mohbad's spy and is calling for proper investigation into this matter. Ṣẹ́rí ìṣòro tí Lizzy ní pé she wants to bring Iyabo down and she's angry that nobody is taking the bait. She thought if she used the Malians, ṣe mọ̀ gbà tí ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ṣẹlẹ̀ tí Iyabo àtàwọn Malians wọn ní issue yẹn, like the Malians are going to use that opportunity to bring Iyabo down, but they didn't because they know they are going down if they try anything. Nigerians have not forgotten. We've not forgiven you. We are just saying, okay, ó ti ṣẹlẹ̀. Ìmí ni ò gbọ́dọ̀ ṣẹlẹ̀ mọ́. We did not say you buy the boy, but we saw evidences of you people bullying him up and down. That one is a fact. That is it. This is looking for somebody. Torí ó mọ̀ pé apá àwọn ò lè ká Iyabo. It's a fact. It's not by cho. How can you say you are dragging your enemy and your enemy is sipping good bag? Cold, chill, go bag. How can you tell us, say, you dey drag your enemy, and your enemy dey drink gold bag, yo? Go bag tó tutù. Ìwọ dẹ̀ rè òórùn sínú. Ó rí bó go bag mú. Go bag yẹn ló tún ju àti ìyàwó. Ẹ̀yin gan mọ bó ṣe ń fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ yàn. Mo tún rí update kan tó sọ pé àǹtí Rámọ́tà ó lọ patí ju àǹtí Ṣọlá pé lọ àyè ò dáa ẹ máa bẹ̀rù Ọlọ́run náà. It's the truth náà wọ kò yẹ kẹ́ ẹ sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. Orí àtúgbóná wá. Orí àtúgbóná wá. Kò yẹ kẹ́ ẹ sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. When they say it's alleged that Iyabo is responsible for Mohbad's spy, okay, with your allegation, put evidence beside your allegation. It will make sense. Solape, it's not by mouth. We are more smarter than Afenuso. Give us the evidence of why you think that allegation must hold. Show me about the galon. I mean, that will make more sense. You have a video evidence. You have a witness. What do you have that we have to follow what you're saying? What do you have? Emma, well, and he's calling for proper investigation into the matter. She further claims that Iyabo has alleged being involved in similar incidents in the past. Although these are allegations and have not been established. Is both allegation and establishment kò ní nǹkan kan, ariwo lásán ni. This woman is just a noise maker. Aláriwo, disturbance of peace, àwọn èèyàn nìyẹn. Which involvement with waiting in the past, which give us the case with her involvement. Ìyàwó, really? Involvement with what? You sit down there and you are manipulating everything. O dẹ̀ rò pé ká máa jẹ àwọn warriors ṣe mọ̀ pé bí ń pa àwọn yẹn, so àwọn yẹn kò sí nǹkan tó bá gbé fún wọn, they will appreciate it. But you see us, we get brain, they don't get. Ìyàtọ̀ tó wà láàrin àwọn warriors tó ń praise yẹn àtàwọn nìyẹn. They don't get brain. Anything you tell them, yes ma, no. Èèyàn tó bá ṣe yes ma fún, kò possible. Can you question nǹkan tó bá gbélé lọ́wọ́ náà? Because of really as their Lord and Savior. There is no. What has she involved in? Because I'm trying to understand. I think this is her first case now. The case of Ijesha was rape, minor sexual assault. This case was a murder. Which other case? The Fola Tinubu abandonment of a minor. Then Latin left the house, left the children, and went ahead to your place, a father, and you harbor a father into. She also questioned why a certain man, whom she described as a fat man, has not been brought forward to testify in court. According to her, if the man gave testimony or has information relevant to the case, it should be brought before the court so that he can explain what he knows. Now you know everything. And you know lempa, then so èèyàn kan tó ẹ tún ní witness me after 3 years ẹ dẹ̀ mọ̀ bí tó wà okay. Lizzy also alleged that Baba Mohbad brought Mohbad out at midnight and that afterwards there were instructions concerning what he should or should not do with Mohbad's body. She claims that there are several things surrounding the case that the public has not been told. Baba Mohbad mọ́mọ́ ó lọ bẹ́rẹ̀ ẹni sùúrù ìjà tẹ́yìn já lọ́jọ́ tèmi ẹ̀jẹ̀ ẹ̀ kọ́kọ́ sọ kí ní kan. If not for Queen Mother that push that they should assume Mohbad, ẹjọ́ kí lè fẹ́ fi ṣe autopsy. Look at how many days pẹ̀lú persistent Queen Mother that it took them to assume that body. And how many days to take the Nigerian government to assume the body? They don't want to assume it. They do not want to assume it. If not for Auntie Yabo that assume the body, kill every Auntie Mohbad by now. I had to move on. Penny, I had to back my money. What is she getting? What to move on? She also said she further alleged that some boys were arranged to meet her at Idumota and claimed that Yabo was connected to the incident. As how now? We see this Idumota case. You go to market, you went to do fake transfer, they catch you, they beat you at vehicle. Now you scream Yabo and the boys. How many boys go they do go? She been a women carry you, tear your wrapper, tear everything. Wetin concern you tell her say you dey go market. You tell them say you dey bori go market, Jay Baba Dudu go market, go dey steal, go dey, you know. Show us of go lọ sínú Idumota. Hey, mẹ́wàá ṣẹlẹ̀ o. A ṣe wà lórí Idumota yìí náà. Ìyàbọ̀ ló tún arrange àwọn boys. What is sick? Only according to Lizzy, she's making this allegation to draw Baba Mohbad's attention to what she believes is happening and to encourage him to seek the truth. Baba Mohbad, èèyàn tó sọ pé ká ẹ lọ bẹ̀rẹ̀ case, ẹ sọ pé Baba ṣó mówó lẹ́rìí. Ní gbogbo ìgbà tó ń dáwó fún second autopsy Mohbad, ṣé Lizzy mówó ọ̀kan lẹ̀? Kò lè àwọn ni kò lè fowó ẹ̀ báyọ̀ ṣeré bó ṣe wà yẹn. Kò lè fowó ẹ̀ ṣe kí ni báyọ̀ ṣeré bó ṣe wà yẹn. Olórí àwọn ọmọbìnrin yẹn. So ẹ má dá lóhùn. Ó ń wéyàn tó máa bọ̀ ń bá Ìyábọ̀ torí ó ti rí pé Ìyábọ̀ ti bọ́ mọ́ lọ́wọ́ kò sí nǹkan tó lè fi ṣe torí ẹ̀ ló ṣe ń wéyàn tó ṣàfẹ́ tí kéèyàn kan ṣáà bá òun mú Ìyábọ̀ dey play bàbá Mohbad gan agbára ẹ̀ ò ká anything. She's calling on him to wake up, investigate everything thoroughly and ensure that justice is served for Baba Mohbad. We don't collect lawyer, we collect am, we collect barrister, the government is involved. Kí lẹ tún fẹ́? Ẹ lọ gbé Jésù wá. Torí kò yé mi at this point. The case, the corona don do everything. The case still dey court as we dey speak. Wetin Lizzy kí ló ti fi support the family ju pé kó máa rojọ́ òṣì lọ. 100 adviser, 0 helper. Ṣó fi nǹkan kan ránṣẹ́ sọ́mọ ẹ̀ rí? Ṣó fi nǹkan kan ránṣẹ́ sí àwọ̀ ẹ̀ rí? Ṣó fi nǹkan kan ránṣẹ́ sí bàbá Mohbad rí? But now you get opinion pass anybody. Alákọ̀ọ́rí. Only these statements are allegations attributed to Lizzy and should not be treated as established fact without evidence or court. Oh, you're going to be one now. Lizzy, oh, you're going to be more. You know so much. How did you know so much about this case? How did you know so much about this case? If not, you're manipulating. If you know so much about this case, we want to back out, Ilona. Kolo, Oshoju Ekoro, 3 months, ni kolo 3 months in me. No shit. Only Iyabo, you claim you are unbothered about the Mohbad situation and that you and your children are untouchable and you are going higher. Let's be real, Emma Bow. If you are actually unbothered, you wouldn't be setting off camera and hiding behind every filter, every video filter just to prove a point. Let me tell you something. She is unbothered. So a few days ago, when that girl brought out buckets, who they cry now? Before she tell you say, Emma Dawolowo, who they cry now? Who carry the bucket to go everywhere? Who they cry? Ta ló ń dùn sí, ta ló ní bucket, ta ló ń gbé bucket, ta ló ń ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀. She's clearly ìgbé kò dá sí gbogbo orí burúkú tí fẹ́ dá pa ṣe kò tiẹ̀ dá wọn ní. She's letting you know that I see everything. She's not bothered. Her children are doing fine. She's preparing. In fact, she's preparing for Rakim's birthday, which is on 24th of this month. What's the date of? In a few days. What's the date of? So she's not. See, ìyẹn ẹni sún ọjọ́ a máa dá gbogbo ọgírídì mú yín a máa dàrú ni. A máa ṣe gbà nǹkan tó ń pè ní ọ̀bọ̀dá ni ìsinmi ní ìfọkànbalẹ̀ ni. Àwọn ọmọ ṣe olórí ẹrú bíi tí kẹ máa wá nǹkan tó sọnù kẹ máa tọ́ pínpín kiri. She's literally unbothered. It's not a statement, it's a fact. She's telling you, say, look at me, ẹ wojú mi dáadáa kòròkòrò. I am unbothered. Kò sí nǹkan tí ìjà alájà yín lè ṣe fún mi. But unbothered, untouchable. Hey, òyìnbó tí máa lò for the rest of this one. I am untouchable. If she use filter, bàbá ò lówó filter ni àwọn ọmọ mi tó ti ń tà kó lọ lo filter. Ṣé ní 2026 wọ́n tún fi filter bù yàn? Ta ni ò kì í lo filter? Èmi gan lẹ́yà tẹ́mu gan lọ́ndà kìíní gan mo gbé filter síbẹ̀. Kí ni filter àbí lílò ní filter? Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni nǹkan wà ń bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́ lófo. O ò ní fóònù tó gbádùn tó lè lo filter. Only if you were actually unbothered, you won't be setting up camera and hiding behind the heavily filtered video just to prove a point. The point is proven. And why are you responding if she's unbothered? If you know that she's bothered. You were bothered about her response as well. It was a way of conscience she's bothered. You are bothered. Oh, yeah, do rap is too talk. This is exactly the difference between you and somebody with real class like Nkan. Let me tell you, leave the class. But we were showing Buruku few days ago. She knows answer you. Now she said, are you done? Ó ní ṣé ẹ ti ṣe tán? Ó rán ìyá yín nǹkan tó sọ nìyẹn. Indirectly. Mi ò rán ìyá yín. Ṣé ẹ ti ṣe tán? Àbẹ́ ẹ ti ṣe tán. Ṣé ẹ ṣì máa ṣe sí? Àbẹ́ ẹ ní ṣe. Wọ́n kó ìmọ̀dà náà. Kò rán yín ṣe. Only you are not an Aloba. She know they claim Aloba. Now Vincent 100% will call you Aloba. We come and know they drag with this one name. We know her name is Yabojo. She knows her name, papa. When she was fighting for this boy, when nobody is standing for this boy, she stood her ground. She make sure they exhume this body so that they can run autopsy. She stood her ground. She stood for the boy when the boy was alive. She stood for the boy when the boy died. She stood for the family of the boy where every one of you went through under the bus. She stood for baby Liam. She stood for everything. So she's a mother. She's the mother and mother in her mom, in her mama for house. And you want to live away. Only you are not an Aloba. She video not Jaloba ni tó fẹ́ kú sórí ọ̀rọ̀ lọ́rọ̀. You are not related to Mohbad. You never supported his career while he was alive. Did VDM supported his career? Very dark point. Did he support the career of Mohbad? Did he? Show support the career of Mohbad. So what are you talking about? Shebi Queen Mother and Pelu took Mohbad to London. Mohbad did a show in London. Pyro months before he died. He went to London, he did a show. So what is support more than that? And you are screaming you did not support the boy. What is support more than that? Say ẹ̀yin mọ̀ rí, ẹ̀yin mọ̀ Mohbad rí. Ẹ̀yin alákọ̀rí. Only and you didn't raise him. His father did. Ṣé Ìyábọ̀ ọmọ méjì péré ló bí. Ọmọ yẹn ọmọ tó bí aṣáàrí báwọn ọmọ yẹn ṣe ń ṣe rere nínú ayé. Tó yẹ pé Ìyábọ̀ gan ló rèsì Mohbad. Ayé ò ní rí bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. Wọn ò ní máa búlé ẹ̀ bó ṣe ń búlé ẹ̀ káàkiri. Imagine Ìyábọ̀ is the mother of Mohbad. Kò lè kú. Ta ló fẹ́? Ikú wo? In fact, Mohbad's song KPK Kopoke was originally his father's song, and there is a clear proof of Mohbad acknowledging his dad's massive input. Yet, you had the audacity to insult a grieving father who lost his 27-year-old son in his prime, calling him a bastard. You think you can escape that kind of pain and karma? Just a bastard doesn't mean that there's karma coming for anything. Baba Mohbad was literally acting like a bastard, let's be frank. Ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn kò yàtọ̀ sọ sí bàbá Mohbad o, but ìgbà tí Mohbad kú gbogbo rẹ̀ dáadáa tí wọ́n the way Mohbad used to talk jambla talk is the same way in papa ara bàbá ẹ̀ ló ti kú bàbá ẹ̀ kàn rojọ́ the man talk the man do you know what the man was saying all this time when this thing was fresh? Do you see the jambla kò fóun ní nǹkan kan kò fóun ní 500,000 rí kò fóun ní ìgbà kan rí kò fóun náà it was just jambla wọn nípa ẹgbẹ́ ìṣeré ní sáà kí ni gbogbo eléyìí náà ọmọ iṣẹ́ kù ní náà ó ní mo ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ àwọn èèyàn pé ẹni sùúrù tọ́ta David bá kú lẹ́nu ṣé bàbá David máa jà fógún David no bàbá Mohbad failed in his lifetime that is why tó fi ń jà fógún ọmọ. He's a bastard to be frank. Why is the boy away from him? Rí gbàdúrà gan ò fẹ́ bá ṣe. The boy has already distanced himself from him because the man just want to be using him to collect money. Ó ti rí pé torí èso bímọ tó pọ̀. Kí ló dé tí ò lọ tọ́jú àwọn tó kù tó jẹ́ pé ogun Mohbad ló ranjú mọ́? Ó ti rí pé ọmọ yẹn, ó ti rí pé ọmọ ológo ni, ó wá fẹ́ fi bùkátà báyé ọmọ yẹn jẹ́. That's why the boy ran away from him. Tí bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn ò bá ṣe, tí gbogbo wọn fi jà kó tó di pé parent Mohbad pa ẹ̀. Only you completely lost the plot when you stopped chasing justice and started speaking side. Shebi, when she was chasing justice for Mohbad, she ere gan ni lórí social media. Now una video very dark point came outside say tell us say two failed actress. What did they want in justice? And the left. You that you are not a failure. Come and do. You called them failed actress when these women were fighting for justice. And the two of them leave the justice for una. And you tell one she like your joy. Are you now successful? Very dark man. Don't hide. Don't hack your IP. Show to worry. Just to worry. In got don't worry. Just to worry. You said she pick a side. She did not pick a side. The core person failed actress. Kí ló ń ṣe nú ẹ̀ àwọn ló ń ṣe kíní kan justice àti Bukky dé jáde pé àwọn wá ṣe justice ní tí yan owó làwọn ní ìdí ẹ má wọrí àwọn máa gba justice ẹ jọ and these people they step back gbogbo àwọn tó pariwo video was involved àti Bukky Haram was involved San was involved everything was involved second DNA second autopsy was involved still náà ibo la dá sí ẹ tó ṣe padà sórí Ìyábọ̀ yìí she did not assault anybody when she left this justice for una. She was just taking care of Wunmi and Liam because she has to, in paying respect for the dead, because the girl doesn't have anybody. So she stood with the girl. She wasn't obstructing anything. Gbogbo nǹkan tẹ́ ẹ̀ ń ṣe kò dín yín lọ́wọ́ náà. But wọ́n ní kò lè burúburú kó má kọ ẹnìkan mọ́ ni. Ìjẹ̀ṣà tó gbọ́mọ kékeré sùn ṣùgbọ́n òun ni ẹ̀ ń gbé gẹ́gẹ́gẹ́gẹ́ káàkiri yẹn. She stood with a widow and a with Liam, with Wumi, a widow, a fresh widow, a small girl. She just stayed with them. Okay, pending the time, tafi mama go well. Má worry, nǹkan tó bá need. Only she picked side. You became a shield for Wumi. So she ever let Wumi look up and everyone talk Iyabo is a shield. Because I don't understand. She Wumi, Iyabo being with Wumi does not stop whatever it is that you are doing. Hey, you became a shield for Wumi, ignoring blatant facts just to protect her. You did not have a fact, you did not have an evidence. You were just bullying this woman. Ẹ fún mi ní evidence pé Wumi ló pa Mohbad. Nǹkan tá ń dúró dè nìyẹn. Ká tó lẹ Wumi ló kó pa. Ṣebí àti ẹ̀ máa rí pé okay o, this is the proof. This is what the court is waiting for. You guys are always screaming on social media. Ẹ kàn máa wọ́ tọ́ sí wa lórí. Ẹ ní fún wa ní evidence. You don't need to do massive show. Just put the evidence that this is the evidence that will make pa Mohbad kéde lẹ́mọ̀ta, and we will accept. So why do you want to destroy the young girl without an evidence? Only you use Mama Mohbad initial praise to claim Ashana was a good girlfriend, even praying for your own daughter to get a mother-in-law like that. What is wrong? Hey, Allah. But look at what Mama Mohbad is saying now. Mama Mohbad, me, Mom, but see, Mohbad so me, you there, go, and you know, let go, go. She exposed Ashana as wicked, distant from God, heavily in voodoo, and openly stated she's glad that Mohbad never legally married her at the registry. Let me tell you something. Nobody this same Mama Mohbad that is carrying Liam up and down. Told you she better Liam some months ago. Sherry, you people can go to any lengths to manipulate the public. She didn't hurt her. Bring the video where Mama Mohbad was uttering all these things. And you know, the Maloma manipulate. This is called manipulation. Bring a video where Mama Mohbad is doing all this. And she's saying voodoo, me is voodoo. People later say, "Mama, form kini inisha," just because you want to bring this woman down. Shame on you. Shame on you. Tema form ọ̀rọ̀ kọ̀rọ̀. Torí pé ẹ ṣàfẹ́ pọ̀ ta wò mí. Only this is deep, dark family history here that you know absolutely nothing about, yet you force yourself inside it. She know people say you should not force yourself. VDM know the way they force himself into family matter. VDM will force her sínú okoye matter, will force her sínú kini matter, sínú àwọn alaba matter. He literally made everything about himself. That's just it. He literally made everything about himself. And I don't know why you are blaming Iyabo, whereby you guys call her failed actress. She should leave justice for Mohbad. She leave justice for Mohbad. Una still no get the justice. You came back to come and attack her. Iyabo don't know make up. After una don't collect money. No be juju be that. And you they call Iyabo manipulator. And are you una they collect the money? You call Iyabo manipulator. But that una they collect the money. Ọlọ́run máa ṣàánú wa báyìí o. Kọ́lọ́run máa ṣàánú Ìyábọ̀. This is a deep, dark family history here. There's nothing deep, there's nothing dark there. Mo sọ kíní kan fún yín nípa justice for Mohbad. Tẹ́ ẹ̀ bá gbọ́ gbogbo nǹkan ẹgbẹ́ ilé ìpọ̀. Ìyá ọmọkùnrin tó kú àti àbúrò ọmọkùnrin tó kú. Wọ́n lè like ìyàwó. Ẹ lọ wò wọ́n like ìyàwó. Káwọn méjèèjì like ìyàwó at the same time. Why? But look at Mohbad's family, his mother and his brother. They like Wunmi and they stood with her because they know she's innocent. Because they know she's innocent. But you guys don't understand. You guys just etiwoyo about him. And you go delusional. Oh, possible. And maybe she's the one that killed him because she did not talk. You got that when you also There's no evidence of, okay, if evidence is there, by now we are getting the witness kan to say yes, I'm testifying that I saw Wunmi with my koro eyes. Where to fin gumo bad law. 15 people were in the house. And think about it. Is it easy to force people, 15 people to be quiet? Ó sọ̀rọ̀ fọ́rẹ́ ẹ lásán, ọ̀rẹ́ ẹyọ kan, gbogbo ayé ti gbọ́. You want to keep 15 people quiet? Is it possible? The nurse was there with Mohbad. Wunmi was there. Adua was there. Mohbad's manager too. He was there as well. There are boys downstairs. And they will be buying Mohbad upstairs. And nobody. She be in Isalena Magbagoke. Hey. Where was she?